There are many college students who have mental health problems and perhaps don't even realize it. Who doesn't stress over homework assignments, exams, and even passing a class? This is a health problem. Then depression comes around and makes the situation worse since not only does the student have to deal with school but also with personal life experiences. Recently in the media, there was background information which was made by the American College Health Association National College Health Assessment. As college students, this is a subject that affects all of us because we all come to school and we're afraid sometimes to even admit that we have a health problem. So I did some research and I obtained various information from surveys that students over 48 states have completed. Learning about college Learning about college students and mental health illness will help us understand why we feel the way we do sometimes. First, I will share with you some background information on the American College Health Association National College Health Assessment. Second, what students experience, and finally, I will provide some solutions as to how we could um, deal with mental health as college students. So first, what is mental health? In order to understand what is mental health, we must first explore the background of how many college students are affected by the mental health issue. In the year 2011, the American College Health Association National College Health Assessment created a nationwide survey of 9.6 million adults aged 18 or older in the United States. The college students either went to a 2-year or 4-year college university. So when they did the research, researchers found that 30% of the students felt depressed and overwhelmed because they weren't thinking properly, they weren't thinking of the situation they were going through, they didn't really pay much attention to it. Depression can affect your academic performance in college, stated the American College Health Association. So students basically just felt depressed and didn't know what to do when they would come to college because they had to deal with a lot of things in their life, not only inside of what was going on in college, but as well as their personal lives. So what are some mental health issues that college students experience? Mental health and mental health issues affects college students regardless of their gender. You could be man, a man, a female, it doesn't matter. It still affects us. According to the survey in 2011, there were 9.6 million college students, which is more than 6%, and which more than 6% of them considered suicide, and 1% of them actually tried committing suicide to themselves. 27% of those students reported being depressed, 24% suffered from bipolar depression disorder, 12% reported other types of mental illness, and 11% experienced anxiety. So it's a lot of different varieties of problems that students experience, and everything's caused by mental health. Everything leads to mental health. So this is students who no longer attended college because of mental health related reasons, and 64% of them did stop going to college because they had mental health, either depression, anxiety, etc. And 36% of them stopped going to college but not for mental health issues. And it was 765 students who took the survey in August 2011 to November 2011. And then students who experience mental health crisis in college, 73% of them experienced it and 27% of them didn't. And some of them were because extreme feelings of anxiety, panic, depression about life in school, difficulty adjusting to a new routine and environment. As we all know, college is way different than high school. High school, we have a routine, we get our classes, we don't have to look for them, we don't have to stress over anything because we get everything. And then we wouldn't get as much work. We get a little bit of work here, but it takes more time to do. As you can see, mental health is a serious problem that can affect us as college students. Now that we have discussed what mental health is, we will now move on how college students experience mental health issues and what causes them. So when we first come to college, we really don't know what it is like. College is different from high school. We come here with what others tells us, not exactly means that it's correct, but we have our mindset is telling us that it is. First, let's talk about what college students know when they arrive to college. So when we arrive to college, we just think that it's a party life, and sometimes it's not necessarily true what they tell us. We have to experience the life so we could know what it truly is. As reported by the College Board, founded in 19,000 to expand higher education, which was made up over 6,000 education institutions, stated college opens doors for you that high school doesn't, and college can change you and shape you in ways that you might not imagine. College is when we become independent and adults, and when college students have problems to worry about because we become independent. This is when college students experience mental health in several ways. And some causes are sometimes we experience mental health because we live far away from home, or sometimes because we stayed with our parents. So now that I have talked about that, I'm going to talk about possible solutions. Some possible solutions is to just go to counseling or tell your friends, family members what you feel, and so they could help you out. There are many solutions in addressing this topic, and such as seeking for help. We can also go see doctors, and we could be prescribed medicine. Now let's wrap things. Now that we know a couple of solutions that can be effective to overcome mental health problems, let's wrap things up. It is important for college students to get help when they are going through mental health problems when it is needed. First, I describe what mental health causes. Second, I describe how college students experience mental health. Conclusively, I describe a couple of solutions in order to stop mental health issues. We as college students shouldn't be afraid to ask for help when needed. Thank you.